You'd insist we'd share the driving as we left the city lights in a clapped out Morris Minor, heading west on Friday nights. And the heater wasn't working and we never had a spare, but we called that old car Flattery, for it got us everywhere. And when we'd stop to pitch the tent, it always seemed to rain. It was then that I discovered you'd forgot the pegs again. And I couldn't get that campfire lit, no matter what I tried. Don't you remember? We had roadside stops for bread and cheese and supermarket wine, when the world was ours and I was yours, and I thought you were mine. That's your chorus. We had roadside stops for bread and cheese and supermarket wine, when the world was ours and I was yours, and I thought you were mine. Do you remember Galway races and that man in Harris tweed, who, because he knew your father, said he'd do us a good deed? And the horse he put our money on, I'd swear it's running still. We were staying in a boarding house and we couldn't pay the bill. Ah, but you laughed when I went overboard, and you told me not to swear. You said the town's full of Americans, let's go busking in Ayr Square. And the Blarney Stone and the leprechauns, they're sure to see us through. Don't you remember? We sank Danny Boy in Galway Bay at least 87 times, when the world was ours and I was yours, and I thought you were mine. Then you called me from the airport just before you caught your plane, and you told me you were leaving and that I was not to blame, and you hoped that I would understand and we'd always be good friends. But I knew from what you told me we'd never meet again. And I must admit it hurt like hell that I miss you yet, for you were not the kind of girl that's easy to forget. And sometimes some half-forgotten fragment of you trips my mind, and I all the roadside stops for bread and cheese and supermarket wine, when the world was ours and I was yours, and I thought you were mine. All those roadside stops for bread and cheese and supermarket wine, when the world was ours and I was yours, and I thought you were mine. Supermarket wine, Mickey McConnell. So.